Welcome back to this week's BD Outdoors Sportboat Roundup. For this week, I'm going over some of the more common sport fishing regulations here in Southern California to the Mexico border. Big changes have been made now with the implementation of the 365-day license. So if you haven't secured your sport fishing license for this year, don't worry. It will expire a year from the date you purchased it. So now let's get into some of these regulations. For some of you, it may seem a little redundant, but for others, I can't stress the importance of knowing some of these limitations because it might just save you trouble in the future. Something to also consider is that these regulations change on a yearly basis, and in some areas may change halfway through the season. So let's say you're out fishing for rockfish. Fish and Game doesn't allow more than 3 hooks per line. Your total bag limit for the day is at 10 fish in total. Sub-bag limits of 1 quillback, 1 copper rockfish, and 4 for vermilion rockfish can be included in there. The bag limit is 2 for lingcod at 22 inches, 10 for whitefish with no size limits, 5 sheephead at 12 inches, 5 sculpin at 10 inches, and no bag or size limit on sand dab. Barred, spotted, and kelp bass or calicos have a limit of 5, and bluefin caught in U.S. waters here in SoCal is 2, but skipjack, dorado, yellowtail, bonita, yellowfin, those are each 10, again for a total of 10 for your bag. Cow cod and yellow eye rockfish are protected and therefore cannot be harvested. Having a descending of ice to send some of these species back down has shown a significantly low mortality rate and can decrease the number of accidental bycatch drifting on the surface when you're out fishing. When you're taking measurements of these fish species, the measurement is taken from the tip of the mouth to the longest lobe of the tail fin. We are within January 1st to March 1st, a new extended closure of rockfish here in California. It will be opening up April 1st, but fishing for rockfish in Mexican waters is allowed during this time. If you plan on filleting your fish, there's a minimum of 1 inch of skin that must be left on both fillets. And if Fish and Game were to check, it allows them to identify the species within your bag limit. Knowing your bag limit allows us to all be responsible stewards of the sea and gives us the freedom and sustainability to be able to harvest these species without putting too much pressure on their populations so that generations after us can continue to do the same. Thanks for watching this week's video. If you haven't gone already, Bart Hall Show is at the Del Mar Fairgrounds this weekend, and the PCS show is coming up next month. That's all I have for you guys. I'll catch up with you all next week.